Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Dottie with Ignite Cinemas, and today I'm gonna get into a very spooky tutorial. I'm gonna show you guys how to create those demon eyes, make your eyes completely black using Final Cut Pro 10. No plugins needed. Let's get it. So recently over the weekend, I was playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater with my boys, and we were creating our own skater. And my son, he wanted to change the color of his eyes, and I noticed they had an option to make your eyes completely black. Had those all black, demon, spooky looking eyes. And I was like, this would be a fun effect to do using video and using Final Cut Pro 10. So challenge accepted. In this video, I want to show you guys how to achieve this effect easy peasy, like we do everything on this channel. You will need a subject, whether yourself or somebody, preferably to be full frame like this and actually be able to show their eyes. After you have that, let's hop into Final Cut Pro 10. Once we have our clip recorded, or subject, whoever we're using, I have it loaded up into the timeline. And as you can see, basic, I'm just blinking my eyes, not even 5 seconds. First things first, we're gonna come over to the draw mask and we're gonna add that on top of our clip. I'm gonna zoom in up here to about 200. I'm gonna start with the left and we're gonna get our mark and we're gonna do like a diamond. Don't gotta be perfect, don't even trip, homie. Right, and then we're gonna come over to Invert Mask. Now we get in the game. Now it still looks a little finicky, right? But no worries. So up top, we're gonna right click on the mouse. Instead of linear, we're gonna check smooth. Well, everything's smooth. Same thing for the bottom one. We're gonna right click on the mouse, smooth. Then we're gonna move and adjust, and these things are gonna be your friend. You can extend these out so you can get the every crevice and contour of what's truly going on with this eye. You get it perfect, right? Just like so. And what I like to do is I come over to the fill opacity and I like to knock that down a bit because I like to see the outline of when the eye is showing. Now we're gonna track this baby, okay? And when we come over to the draw mask, we're gonna be focused on transforms and the control points. So first, control points, we're gonna activate it. You'll see the yellow, it'll turn yellow. On transforms, we're gonna focus on the position and the scale, all activated. We got our header up here, and we're gonna move the right arrow key on our keyboard, and we're gonna track this thing. Now, I'm not really moving my eye until about now. It's getting a little low, and you just move things accordingly. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect here because at the very end, I'm gonna show you a way to completely fix this, so don't even trip. And then when we see the eye opening, that's when we come back. We're gonna come back with it. This right here is like my mood when someone's talking nonsense. This is my mood. This is how I be looking at them. And when we come back, I'll show you what's going on. We could come back to the fill opacity and you can see and play it. You can see what's going on. All right, we're gonna enhance it a little bit. So right over here, we're gonna come to the feather under the draw mask and we can boost this thing up. Now I would probably keep it at a happy medium, maybe some 30. Can't go wrong with 30. 28. I'm gonna keep it 28, but you can see right now if I take the draw mask off, you can see I have some light hit my pupil. It looks authentic and I kind of want to keep that energy going. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select the same clip. I'm gonna hold Option on the keyboard, raise up on the mouse, aka a copy and paste. This is gonna be eye sparkle. Drop this down to the bottom. All right, so once we have our eye sparkle, and we're gonna kind of wanna mimic this portion right here so it looks more realistic. So what I like to do is I come up to the blinking, the main scene, and I immediately drop the opacity down so I can see what we're working with. Now we're gonna select our eye sparkle, but the main thing you wanna do is we're gonna freeze it. So we're gonna add a hold. So you can select anywhere you want where your eyes open. Essentially it's the first frame for me, and I'm gonna hit hold. And we're gonna extend the duration all the way to about the end of the clip. We're gonna hit B, blade that thing up, get rid of the excess, okay? So we'll always have this sparkle live and direct. Now I'm gonna select that, And we're going to kind of reverse engineer. So we're going to come quickly up here to the draw mask, and we're going to take away the invert. And we're going to move these points around. Now, as you can see, this looks a little shady. So I'm going to actually select the point, delete, select the point, delete, select the point, delete. I'm deleting it all. So I'm getting back to this tool right here, and I'm going to go around this sparkle. In fact, I'm gonna make it more crisp. I'm gonna actually knock this feather down to 0. So all I'm focusing on is the sparkle. We are gonna track this thing. Now we're not gonna do the draw mask to track it. We're gonna come down here to transform now. Also make sure that it's selected. Make sure we're working on the scene, it's selected. Keep that in mind. All right, we're gonna come transform. We're gonna hit this box. We're gonna select it. Now we're gonna keyframe it up. So we're gonna hit the right arrow key, and nothing's moving, so we're good. It's when the eye starts moving, we wanna move it accordingly. And we are gonna track this baby. All right, we're about to see it blink. We're gonna move it off the radar real quick. Now you might be asking, what's going on? I can see it off the radar. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get you right before the end. We're focusing on the eyes right now, baby, because the eyes tell it all. We're gonna come back up to the main scene. We're gonna make it all black again. So look, this is what we got going on. Now we gotta do the same to the other eye. So we're gonna select the blinking eye, our first scene right here. Put another draw mask on top of it. But this time we're going to be working on the right eye. So don't get it confused. Don't do the first draw mask. We're doing this again here. Okay. We are going to do the same thing that we did to the first eye. Put a little triangle. All right. Again, select the top point, right click, hit the smooth, make it smooth. Bottom, make it smooth. So now that we have that, same thing. I'm going to knock the opacity down a little bit so it helps me. Again, on the new draw mask, we are gonna go to transform, activate that, activate the scale, activate the control points, right arrow key, and let's follow the path. Even if it's not perfect, it's cool because again, we're gonna come back here when we're done, and we're gonna add a feather. The feather is going to be our best friend. I think I did 28 on the other one, so I'm going to do 28 here. So I'm a fan of working smarter, not harder. We need to get the sparkle. We need to get that glare. We need to get that pupil onto the other side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy our eye sparkle. I'm going to come down to option, raise it on up, aka copy paste. Now I got the copy. I'm going to rename this copy too so we don't get confused. First, I'm going to knock down the opacity of this right eye. And right here, I'm gonna go back to the copy of the eye sparkle. We're literally gonna drag this all the way over. Now, it should be keyed up. I shouldn't have to touch much. So we're gonna roll with it. That's good for me, okay? Like, let's come back to the blink. Make it 100%. Okay, yeah, I can live with this. Like, this looks good. All right, we just gotta polish a few things. All right, we can come up here to done too because we're done. But we're not quite. So the first thing I want to do is, if you notice when I blink, I don't want to look like I have mascara on. We're going to focus on the blinking first. We're going to come about a few frames before I actually close my eye. So about here. We're going to select this, and we got to remember this is the first draw mask. And we're going to focus on the opacity. And we're going to add a keyframe just before we blink. And when I'm on that blink, once I close my eye, I'm going to completely take it to 0% to the left. Right arrow key, right arrow key. All right. It's not until I start to open my eye again, I'll raise the bar back up. And voila. Just like that. That should be good. Now I can show you real quick like what a big difference that makes. Just like that. And we're going to do the same for the left eye, and we're going to select the draw mask below, so we're all good. Again, we're going to highlight to about a few frames before I close my eye, and we are going to do the same thing. Fill opacity, hit that, follow it, right arrow key. Okay, he's closing my eye real quick. We're gonna keep that. Okay. Oh, there we go. Make it 0 until right arrow key. Come on, baby, let's go. Okay, boom. Now, as you can see, if you focus in, the glare is still there. It's not tracked good. So same thing. So we're gonna do the copy first. We're gonna select it a few frames, and we're gonna stay up in this draw mask. I hope I'm not losing you guys. Follow with me, okay? Where the eye sparkle copy, few frames before I blink. Again, we're gonna go fill opacity. We're gonna add a keyframe. We're gonna activate that. Right arrow key, right arrow key, right arrow key. Okay, and then right about here, my eye's closing. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock the opacity out. We're gonna keep it all the way knocked out until the eye opens fully, and about right here we can add the opacity back to 100, and we're good, man. We're more than good, super good. And we're gonna do the same thing for the left eye, the bottom one. We're gonna follow it to about close my eyes right here. Go to opacity, draw mask, cool, right arrow key, make it 0%, and we can add it back right here. And your end product should look something cool like that. You could take more time on it to make it more precise, but this is how you do the demon spooky eye effect using Final Cut Pro 10. I hope this video was helpful and it was fun for you guys to recreate this for your next video project. If it was, smash that like button for me right now. And if you want to see more Final Cut Pro 10 tutorials like this on the channel, as well as gear and unboxing reviews, as well as filming tips and tricks, subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video. And as always, don't forget to ignite. See ya.